Our defense was good all night. We did a good job defensively, finding their shooters. They're a really good offensive team. They're, one of the best offensive teams in the country. I think the real problem was we gave them points off turnovers that really hurt us, and the foul situation hurt us with Rocket and fouls there. We just made some mistakes, but as we made them, we just kept battling, we kept fighting. In the end, we just wanted to use as much of the clock as we could, and then, get the ball to Mike or Trevor. Trevor made a really hard three, which he has done before, and then the last two was a pretty hard one as well. But BJ went to the line and, made the free throws when he had to. The first 1-1 was huge, and then he got to the basket and finished that one in 4-point play. BJ was terrific tonight. He's getting some space. They're worried about Rock so much that guy's going to get a few shots, and he knocked him down. He started to knock him down at Boston College, and then last game, and now tonight. And he was a huge difference in the game. But it was a tremendous win for us. They're a very, very good offensive team. And, we did a good job with the defense tonight. Questions?
Jim, I know you said you're not surprised your team will compete at a high level despite the postseason not being there. What has to be in a group to maintain that high level without that reward?
Well, I think that I've said many times, and what I believe, if you play basketball or any sport, and you're in the summertime, and you go down to the pub, there's no tournament. Are you going to play as hard as you possibly can, or you're going to get embarrassed? And if you're an athlete, you go down there and play as hard as you can. So why would you go out here on national television and play in a great team, and you're not going to compete? I mean, it makes no sense to me to even to talk about it, because it's just not something that anybody's going to do that's in our program, or I think any program. They all want to win. They all want to be good. There's 300 teams that aren't going to a tournament this year, and the last 3 or 4 games, they know that, and I hope that those teams are playing hard. I know last year Boston College came into Syracuse, and they had a 15 or 18 record or whatever, and we were number 1 in the country, I believe, at the time, and they beat us. They weren't going anywhere. So I don't think there's any way, shape, or form that anybody that plays athletics at any level is not going to go out there and play. And, we're going to fight. We don't play well all the time. We make some horrendous mistakes tonight. We fouled a 3-point shooter twice. You'd like to think you learned that the first time. We just made some really bad decisions, and Mike's been playing great all year. He made 2 or 3 bad decisions in the first half. I don't know what he was going through or thinking about, but we overcame all that because we kept fighting.